talk about animals for a second with Bryan Swanson, who he will go and he will remove animals from your house and he frees them, and it's a humane way. He doesn't kill them. He was on an episode of Breaking Bobby Bones with me. You go to animalsremoved.com and see more about him. But I do, if it's okay, Bryan, I'd like to talk about bears first. Do you have any experience with bears at all?
Just that one. It ended up being just a teddy bear with the batteries dying, but other than that, not too much.
We talk a lot about bears on the show, but we've never actually been attacked by a bear. But what do you think you should do if a bear comes up to you? What would you do? Would you run away, or would you be still and get big?
Well, first off, I'd probably not put myself in a situation where I'd be in front of a bear. But if I did happen to come across one, you don't want to turn your back to it. You kind of try and make yourself look big, but again, don't tick it off in the same sense. Don't yell at it and antagonize it.
Yeah, but my first thing to do would be to make fun of it and then show up my back and run away.
Make a Yogi Bear comment.
Hey, boo boo, and then I take off running. What about snakes? If we run into a snake and there's a snake, I don't know, a foot in front of us and it's ready to, what do we do?
I mean, you could just probably walk around it. Most of the snakes here we have aren't going to come after you. So you just don't step on it.
Should I show up my back and antagonize a snake?
Yeah, don't poke at it with a stick or anything like that. It'll be fine.
As the weather gets colder, what animals tend to start infiltrating our houses?
Yes. Right now, squirrels get into attics. Skunks are getting into the crawl spaces. Raccoons will get into both. Possums will get into your attic and crawl space. So, yeah, as it gets colder, they're all looking for that shelter, and our homes are nice for it.
Yeah, and right now we're dealing with foxes in my backyard, which I've been chronicling, and there were like 5 or 6 of them. And so Bryan and his team put cameras back there to see the animals. Now, I don't live in a really rural area. Some people are like, well, you live in the woods, that's what you get. No, I don't live in the woods. And there are the cameras to catch the foxes, except these cameras have seen other animals in my backyard. Bryan, what are these animals they've seen?
So we've got, your property's got armadillos. We've seen raccoons back there, possums. We have not seen the fox, and there's a good reason for that. You probably did have foxes. Obviously, you've seen them. But our cameras have caught coyotes and bobcats as well.
In my yard!
What?
Whoa.
How do coyotes and bobcats get in my yard?
Well, there's quite a few digging areas underneath your fence, and then your gate's pretty, it's not like a solid gate, so they can just get through it.
But how are there coyotes anywhere near? I mean, I don't, because I live near a road, a big road. There are cars. There's a school. Are coyotes just hanging around in people's yards, or were they there because of all the other animals?
Well, coyotes actually eat fox, so you don't have a fox problem anymore. I can guarantee that.
Now we have a coyote problem.
Coyotes took care of that.
Out of your family of foxes.
Hey, that's circle of life, baby. We didn't do that. The coyotes got them.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah. They will either, if they know the coyotes are around, they'll just leave, and they will not come back for sure. And or the fox or the coyotes already got them.
But what about me? Let's talk about me for a second. What if I'm in the backyard at night, or in the morning because we wake up really early? Any chance I get attacked by a bobcat or coyotes or my dogs?
Your dog's more likely, yeah. Not really you. They'll probably be run off if they hear you coming. But if your dog goes after them, then that could be an issue.
Okay, but so what do I do? What do we do?
Well, we can. You've got a pretty big fence, so there is a way to keep them out. One of them involving getting you a new gate. We'd either have to reconstruct your gate to where it won't allow animals to come in and out, or get you a new gate altogether.
Yeah, it sounds expensive. I'll pass. Coyotes, welcome to the family.
Welcome home.
Yeah, welcome to the family, coyotes. Hey, okay, but we don't have foxes anymore. That was the whole goal with getting Bryan, and it worked. Now, apparently, we have leopards and cheetahs and
coyotes.
People can come through, apparently take the safari tour and drive through. Is this stuff only at night, by the way? Do I have to worry about this in the daytime?
Yeah, well, most of those animals we talked about are nocturnal. So, yeah, only at night.
Okay, here's the deal with Bryan. If you're hearing noises in the attic or crawl space, they do free inspections to determine what it is and what damage they've caused. They'll also figure out how they're getting in and come up with a solution to keep them out. And, that's Bryan, animalsremoved.com, where, you know what? The goal was to get the foxes and make them, well, now they're gone.
Yeah, took care of that.
They're gone.
They could have just left on their own.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Come on,
yeah.
man.
Maybe they saw the coyote and they're like, we out.
You should see the video. There's 2 coyotes right near the camera, just chilling, just
Crazy.
hanging out. And they're not baby coyotes either. They look like they killed a few things. Maybe a few humans. All right, hey Bryan, I appreciate it. Thank you for all your help. And if what would eat the coyotes? What would make them go away? What's the next level up with an animal that will come and kill them?
Ooh, yeah, that would be humans.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the predict cars.
Cars.
Yeah,
So just drive around the yard.
Okay, got it. All right, Bryan. Hey, hope you have an awesome day. Thank you for all your help. And everybody go check out animalsremoved.com. Bye, Bryan.
All right, thanks, guys.
Bye-bye. There we go.
Cars.
We got coyotes and bobcats, but you know what I don't have? Foxes.
Foxes.
That was the goal. All right.
Yeah.
It's a Bobby Bones Show.